Hello, everyone. It's Lisa Lee.
And Kendra Lee.
And we're here today to give you our top 10 list. What's our top 10 list going to be today, Kendra?
It is going to be our top 10 Italian foods.
Do we have to put them in order of 10 to number 1? Dang. I don't know if I can do that. All right, well, why don't we just start with like our favorite Italian foods, and then we can just kind of narrow it down.
I would say lasagna would be a good way to start.
Lasagna. That's Gabe's favorite.
Do you like it?
I love lasagna.
See, now, I personally am not a huge fan.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a million different ways you can make it, and different cheeses and sausage in it or not and what have you, but I can eat it, but maybe because I had too much of it growing up, I don't know, but it's just not my favorite.
I make it with sausage and meat, chopped meat, and ricotta, and mozzarella.
Yeah, that's like a standard way to do it, basic lasagna. And everybody that I've ever been with also just loves it. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's Gabe's favorite. I make it for him every year at Christmas time. But it is a big deal to make. But
right,
I enjoy making it actually. It brings out my.
But I know lasagna is very beloved by a lot of people. But so let's say moving on from the lasagna. Because not just Garfield likes it.
I like any Italian dish that has ricotta, by the way.
So then you like manicotti?
Manicotti. Oh yeah. Manicotti.
See, now that I like.
Yeah, I love manicotti.
But that difference is it's only mostly ricotta cheese. We'll say it so everybody knows what we're saying.
Yeah, ricotta.
Ricotta. The ricotta. So, and you put some seasonings. You roll up your pasta. It's like a little. It's like an enchilada Italian style.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have your stuffed shells, which is pretty much the same thing.
Exactly, same thing. We could put that in the same category.
Yeah. And then one of my favorites, all-time favorites since I was a kid, is like raviolis.
I was going to say, my number one is cheese ravioli, end of discussion.
Yeah, but
I can have it with sauce, with butter, with anything. Doesn't matter.
But what kind of raviolis? Like when we were younger, my mom used to get these raviolis that were so big we called them ears.
We had their ears, only ears. Yeah. The round ones.
Yeah.
They're like round or oval.
Yeah, I actually think if she didn't get them, like buy them from scratch, like homemade ones, she would get the Celentanos, the big ones, the round ones. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the only way to have them is to have them by the ears. Like I've never really been able to go to a restaurant and find it to happen. It's very rare. Excuse me. But that's my hands down. We go anywhere, brand new restaurant, people are raving about it. What do I order?
Well, do you like and ravioli with meat inside though?
But that's what tells me if a restaurant is good based off of the cheese ravioli. I can then tell you if it's going to be worth it or not based on that meal. See, that's how I do. That's how I deal with it. Meat ravioli is okay, but it's not the true favorite thing.
Right.
Because it's not right. It's not how we grew up, so it isn't right. Because you have meat in your sauce. You already have your sausage and meatball on the side, so really having it more so in your meat is unnecessary.
Have you ever had deep fried ravioli?
Yes.
I love deep fried ravioli.
And I've had pumpkin ravioli, like all the different things that they come out with now. And I will try it all, but it's just, no, if I'm making it, I will only be making cheese ravioli of some kind.
I actually just bought a box they had in the freezer section for a grocery store, and it's called toasted ravioli, which to me is the deep fried. So I'm going to have to try it. I haven't tried theirs yet, but I don't know the name of the brand, but if it's good enough, I'll tell you next time.
No, tortellini is similar to a ravioli.
Tortellini, yeah.
Tortellini, I also enjoy that one. So I would say that would be, so we're on number 4 then?
I don't know. Let's see. We got lasagna, baked ziti. Did we talk about baked ziti?
No, we talked about manicotti.
Manicotti. So lasagna, manicotti, stuffed shells. Oh, tortellini.
Similar to the rav, because we call them ravs, and we call them torts.
Torts?
Yeah, we just call them torts or ravs. Those Again, I do only cheese.
Yeah, same here.
They're pretty good, but it just depends on what's available, I think. But I don't have like a clamoring towards them. I'll pick the ravioli over the tortellini any day.
Right, absolutely. I love tortellini. I love it all, honestly.
So then you're saying baked ziti.
Yes, baked ziti. I love baked ziti.
So then we're on number 6 there with baked ziti.
Baked ziti to me is like an all-time favorite. Yeah, and if you, a lot of times, like when we have like special events or dinners or whatever, we'll have lasagna and baked ziti at the same time.
Oh, well, yeah, you have a little bit of
That
everything
to me
on
is,
your
like,
plate.
way too much pasta.
But baked ziti, for all who don't know, how is that made, Lisa?
Well, I use ziti, pasta, my special sauce, and I like ricotta and mozzarella.
Do you mix it all together and then put another layer on the top and then bake it?
Pretty much, yeah, that's exactly what I do. Some people make it differently. Some people don't even use ricotta, which kind of makes no sense to me, but that's okay. Whoever you want, but I like ricotta. I really like ricotta in a lot of my pasta.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I'll put it in a lot of stuff and then I won't say anything. I have to actually hide it when I'm doing it because otherwise people complain or they go, oh, you think that's going to work? But if I don't say anything and they don't see it, they love it.
Yeah. You know, ever use ditalini?
What?
Ditalini.
No, what is that?
It's like these little tiny, like, they almost look like little cubes of pasta. They're rounded, of course, and they're just really small, like almost like little elbows, but like cut off, like just really small. And my mom used to just like boil them up, strain them, and mix it with some ricotta and eat it, and sometimes some sauce, and it's awesome.
Oh, we do that sometimes with any pasta. We'll just melt butter, put some Parmesan, and put some ricotta, and just that's it. That's the whole thing. It's delish.
Delish, totally delish. All right, what else we got? These are like the norm.
Right. These
Italian dishes.
and that's what we grow up with. That's what
Yeah.
we like. So it's it's hard to venture far out. Like everybody says, like spaghetti or linguine. People like linguine with clams is hugely popular, but not one of my faves.
Yeah. Penne alla vodka. I like penne alla vodka.
Yeah, penne alla vodka. That's another good one for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know that if it's a fave or not because that one tastes dramatically different to me depending upon where you go and get it or how you make it.
True, very true.
There's been times where I've actually been, are you sure this is what that is? Okay.
I really like penne alla vodka, and I've actually made it. It does not like the alla vodka sauce at all.
Oh, really?
So we don't have that. There's a couple of things we don't have that I used to have, which is that penne alla vodka is one, and then meatloaf. You don't like meatloaf. He just thinks a big chunk of meat on a plate is like, nah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, you eat hamburgers. Yeah, but meatloaf's different. It's like a big chunk of meat. I'm like, okay.
What about a meatball? Will he eat a meatball?
Yeah, he loves my meatballs. My meatloaf is exactly like my meatballs. I make it the same exact way. It's just I don't use tomato sauce on my meatloaf.
Right. Because now that would be weird.
Yeah. But I love it. He doesn't like meatloaf. I did make it and he did like it. It's just, I think it's like one of those things, like it's the thought of it to him. Kind of like with me with lobster. I know lobster probably tastes amazing, but you won't get me to eat it because to me it's like looking at a giant cockroach on my plate.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't have things served with tentacles and eyes and fins and flippers and claws. Remove the meat part and just slice it up like it's a meat, and then it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, people love it, but with me, it just seems like it's a giant bug on my plate. And they're like, but you eat cow. I'm like, but you don't see a cow sitting on my plate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of different, and they are the giant bug, they're bugs of the sea, so.
I don't think anybody calls them that, but okay.
Okay, so like the cockroach of the sea. That's what I put in my head, so that's what I believe.
Now, what about a dessert item for one of your favorites?
About what?
A dessert item for one of your favorites.
See, now everybody thinks I'm gonna go with like your Italian cannoli, but no. This Lee here likes her Zeppoles.
Well, that's the number one.
Yes, Zeppoles are
Zeppoles.
the favorite to me, and if nobody knows what that is, it's
Look it
like,
up.
yeah,
If you
look it
know,
up.
you know.
Yeah, right. Oh, don't you love that? Everybody's saying, if you know, you know.
I'm like, well, I don't know. Hence, I'm asking the question because I don't understand your crazy coded talk. So I won't be researching, and I won't dive down your rabbit hole, and I won't end up in your cult group. So,
Oh my gosh. No, seriously. If you don't know what it is, it's just fried dough with powdered sugar.
with powdered sugar on it, and
Yeah.
you serve it hot in a bag.
Yeah. It's really good. If well, I like it anyway.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people compare it to elephant ears or funnel cakes from the carnivals and stuff like that.
Right, but it's more the size of anywhere between like a slightly bigger donut hole.
Yeah, yeah.
And
that's just it. They're bigger. They're like round and fuller. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
like
softer
flat.
where you would squeeze it. They're not dense.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Zeppoles are hands down the number one Italian food. I'm just, there it is.
And my number 2 Italian dessert is tiramisu.
Yeah, I would have to say for me it's the cannoli.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like tiramisu, okay, but the cannoli, just something that does it for me. I don't know. Maybe it's the crunchiness there. But I love it when it's got the whipped cream on the ends of it. Like, it's just a perfect little package. I just like it.
Yeah. Last time I had a cannoli, I think we were in Little Italy with my gang game.
Oh,
I haven't had a cannoli in so long. My mom used to like pasta shuts.
Yeah.
You know what those are?
Yeah.
She used to love them. And she found down here in Florida, she found a bakery that actually made them. And she would go and make me run in there and get like 2 of them for her. I mean, she loved those things. She didn't eat them both at the same time, but just saying, I used to have to go and get 2 at a time.
Huh.
She loved those things. I've never had them. To me, they were kind of like a cream puff.
Right.
Yeah, I've never had one. But she loved those things. I don't even know if they're like pasta. Are they Italian? I want to think they are.
They know they sell them in the bakery with the other stuff, but I don't know that it's Italian. I thought it was Jewish, but I'm not. I might be wrong with that. I'm not sure. Sort of like a knish.
Oh my god, I love knish. Do you ever have fried knish? That's my favorite.
Yeah, but that's not our Italian
food. That's
food.
Not on our list tonight. And we don't even have this like written down, do we? We're just like going with the flow, talking about Italian dishes here.
Exactly.
What else? So like the whole like seafood, like the whole Italian dinner thing with like when the seafood comes out, like me, you gotta ask Kendra about that because I don't do the seafood part.
Oh well, we don't either.
Yeah, I'm not.
Our family's kind of skipped over that part. We're not. Yeah. I guess
Why is that? I mean,
I think it's a combination of not many seafood enjoyers, as well as there's so many layers of the meal that some stuff has to get eliminated.
Yeah. Plus, not only that, I know one of the cousins were allergic to shellfish. So, my fault was.
Yeah.
Because I remember we all went out to an Italian dinner one time, and we literally had to grab him and run because he was starting to blow up.
Yeah, I'm actually allergic to it also.
Are you?
I just never ate it as a kid, so I literally never ate a shellfish anything until I did, and went, well, that's funny. Why can't I breathe in my throat? Italians didn't have allergy to nothing, though, really, for the most part.
Okay, so back to the seafood here in our not allergy peoples. What else we got? We said linguine with clam sauce.
Right.
What other seafood dishes there? Oh gosh, this is like plenty, right?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them.
But my mom, what is it? Okay, what happened?
Scungil's octopus. That's not your favorite. Shrimp scampi would be another one.
Yeah, shrimp scampi. But then we have like the other ones. We got, the chicken parmesan.
Chicken parm is definitely in our top 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Veal parmesan. Eggplant parmesan.
Yeah, you can parmesan a lot of things.
The parmesan at all. It's all parmesan.
It's all pretty good.
It's all cheese and sauce, man.
It's delish.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, do
What
you
is your
prefer
favorite?
sausage or meatball?
Music licensing
Meatball.
reimagined.
Yeah, me
Only
too.
because I really like my own meatballs. I do. I make good meatballs.
Now, you
I
call
make
it
the
sauce or
perfect
gravy?
meatball. Huh?
Do you call it sauce or gravy?
Sauce. I know
Yeah.
people call it gravy. It's like ridiculous. But okay, it's sauce.
See,
Italian
it's
sauce.
sauce for us unless
Yeah.
it's Sunday.
On Sundays you call it gravy?
Yeah, it's because it's Sunday gravy.
Okay.
So it has its own name. So if you're making sauce on Sunday, it's Sunday gravy. What are we making? Sunday gravy.
Don't even tell me that Nanny taught you that.
Okay, I won't tell you that. I mean, it's just been a thing for forever.
Don't even tell me that. Don't even tell me Nanny taught you that. Are you serious?
Well, my whole family's always talked about it like that.
Music
So
licensing
Hello,
reimagined.
Kendra. I'm part of your whole family.
I know. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like everybody's always
like,
said
Nanny
it.
didn't. Well, okay, there's a reason for that. But anyway, it didn't fess over into my Sundays. Let's put it that way.
All
We
right.
probably had pizza. Good old Tony loves to make those Italian meals.
So I would say after the parms, I have to say in the top 10 list is rice balls.
Oh my goodness, rice balls.
They're the bomb.
Love rice balls.
They're to die for. They're the best. Like that's something we all fight over them. There's only a certain amount of them that are made. Everybody's given their allotment of what they're allowed to have.
My mom would get hands like when Marilyn made them. She if Marilyn, because Marilyn lived in Vegas, right, and she would fly to New York, and every time she came to visit, there was a big freaking pot coming out, you know, and the rice balls were stuffed in Ziploc bags, 4 each, and shoved in the. I mean, we had like 16 of them in the freezer, and they lasted. Forget it. My mother loved them things. Rice balls were like it.
Oh yeah, they don't last, but
no,
they
get yelled at. It's kind of like the goober grape. You know, if you touch my mother's goober grape or her rice ball, oh, that is it.
Yeah, no, there's certain things like I would tell, like my friends would hear about it. They would see the family fight or make faces, or my mom tell a story, and then it would come time and those things would come around, and they were all hugely intrigued. Like, can we have a rice ball? And we look at them like, have you earned it? Do you deserve? Because see, you're kind of white bread California. You may not appreciate it, and we don't want to waste on you. No offense, but and people would be like, oh, they would then tell my mom, oh yeah, Kendra actually let me have a half a rice ball once.
Do you like the rice balls with the peas in them or no?
Music license.
Some rice balls don't have them.
Yeah, we don't make ours that way, but I don't mind them.
Yeah, I like them both. Doesn't matter. I love rice balls.
Yeah, I mean, I've made them. They are a lot of work to do them properly. It's a 2-day process.
Yeah, and like they're not the small ones either. Like these are the size of like baseballs.
Yeah, exactly. They're big. They're not regular. That's exactly. And we would still have like 3 of them. And then my mom would get pissed because then it's time for dinner. We're like, we're full.
Yeah, we're not hungry. That was like a meal, you know. If you get a good sized rice ball, that is a meal.
Right, I know.
That's awesome.
Rice balls are delish.
Oh my goodness, that's like we're like going over the 10, and I don't even know what order to really put them all in.
Well, you've got your parms.
Yeah.
You've got the zeppole, the tiramisu cannoli.
That's dessert, yeah.
So we've got an appetizer with the rice balls, we could say. We've got the dessert with the zeppole, cannoli, tiramisu. We've got the side dish now. What was the side dish?
The side dish.
Well,
you got what? The meatballs?
Yeah, the meatballs and sausage would be a side, I guess.
Yeah.
But the lasagna, the cheese wraps, tortellini, the manicotti, the baked ziti, I mean, if you
No, I
haven't had
just
some of these or any of them, I mean, everybody has spaghetti and meatballs. We're not talking the basic. We're
yeah. Well,
talking
we are
penne
kind of.
alla vodka.
Some of
Those
these
are,
are kind of like, I mean, we make spaghetti meatballs here, but like we throw in some penne alla vodka here, and we do chicken alfredo,
yeah, I mean,
fettuccine
it's just time
alfredo.
to branch it out a little bit. But that's
Yeah,
what we grew up with. That's what we make. We
yeah,
stick with what we like and what we know, and because it's just tradition.
yeah. Absolutely.
So, and you know, there's always the feast on Christmas. Some people do that.
Yeah,
That's a
we
lot
do
of,
Italian on Christmas. I do Italian on Christmas.
and I don't care for the Feast of Seven Fishes, but you know,
I don't do that.
no, we don't do that. But
No,
we
I
do
just
do the layering of multiple foods that come out.
yeah, do. We do. We do.
We do.
We do. Yeah. Thanksgiving is the turkey and the ham. And then Christmas sometimes is a ham, but not really. I've seen a ham get pulled out on Christmas. But
Christmas is just whatever food we didn't have on Christmas Eve, we have then on Christmas Day. So if we had chicken parm on Christmas Eve, we won't be having it Christmas Day. We might be having, you know, fettuccine alfredo or lasagna.
Right. Yeah, it's always there's always an Italian. Well, especially with Gabe because Gabe loves lasagna, so I usually make it for him for Christmas. And then of course I bring out my icebox cake too.
Does he enjoy Italian food?
Yes, he does.
See, I often find that people
meal
love
lasagna.
Oh yeah, I find that
He likes lasagna where like the edges are a little crispy.
Yeah.
That's it. And he likes lasagna like secondhand. Like he likes it like leftovers.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's our top 10 favorite Italian foods.
Yeah, what's yours? Let us know. Write down your favorites in the comments and just let us know. And if you got any good recipes, you know, we'll check them out. What do you think, Kendra?
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'm in. I'm definitely in. We love some good Italian food. So everybody, thank you so much for stopping by, checking our videos, and join us live on Wednesdays where we talk a whole bunch of different stuff and even have some lucky crystal scoops coming. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share if you can. And what do you got to say, Kendra?
Good night to all. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a great week, guys. Peace out.
Bye-bye.